Hello Prime family, it is Sunday and it is foggy, it is cold, it is wet today, and I actually just went out to a call for a new customer who saw us on YouTube, and so he saw us and asked if we could come out and take a look at his system. It is on the older side. He didn't know if he wanted to replace it. He wanted to look at more of the repair option, and so I went out there and looked at everything for him. And when I got out there, his system was bone dry, had no refrigerant in it. It is a heat pump, and he did see our videos about the new R-32 refrigerant, and he was definitely interested in the Amana S Series system, the heat pump option, which is a cool climate heat pump. And so I gave him all the options on to repair it, to even fill it up with refrigerant. And he didn't want to put more money into it. He just bought the house 16 months ago, and so he was looking at more of an upgraded thing. And so we talked about those options. He told me kind of the budget that he was trying to stay in, and we were able to match a system according to his budget and everything. And we are going back with an Amana S system and it is zoned. So we're going to do new zoning tomorrow. And then it's compatible with that R32, and it's all going to be communicating with the zoning. And I will actually get you a video of what it looks like before and a video of what it looks like after. I'm super excited for you to see a before and after of a new R32 heat pump with zoning.
Mr. Morgan Johnson, thank you. It is foggy, it is cold, I do see that, and it is Sunday. Gosh, man, I am ready to go pick up this equipment for you. We are going to be installing the Amana S Series R-32. It is a heat pump system, plus it is a zone system. So this is the first zone S Series R-32 that we're going to be installing. Now, we use the zoning board, the EWC zoning boards, particularly made for the communicating Daikin and S Series systems, so it works out perfectly for that. And look, it's Sunday, guys, but we have such a great relationship with our distributor that even on a Sunday, they're going to be able to help us out and give us the equipment. And the reason why we want to do this today and not tomorrow morning is because here at Prime, we have to be efficient, guys. We have to be able to get these jobs done in a timely manner. So if you're in the industry, you probably know this. You go to the parts house on a Monday morning, you're going to kill time. You're going to be there maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, just waiting for them to help you get your stuff. So that's why we have our own warehouse. Unfortunately, we ran out of equipment this weekend, so I'm headed over there right now. They're gonna load us up, and I'll bring it back to the warehouse. We'll stage it, get it prepped for the installers so that they can get an early start in the morning. So thank you guys for watching these videos. Continue to like it, subscribe, share our content. Like I said, we are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers in the next 3 months. So enjoy this video, and I'm going to enjoy some of this weather today. Okay, I got all the parts pulled and staged. Let's go over to our distributor. Let's go pick up that S Series R-32 heat pump. All right, just made it here to the distributor. Look what's waiting for us here. We got the brand new R-32 5-ton heat pump. We have the new R-32 air handler. Now, the difference between this one and the 410A on the model number, this one ends in 1300. That's what signifies that this is the R-32, which means it has the R-32 refrigerant sensor already built into the system. We got our backup heat here. All I got to do now is just load this up, and look at this weather. It is Sunday. I'm getting damp. But that's what we do here at Prime AC and Heat, guys. We take care of our customers 7 days a week. It's a team effort all around to ensure that, remember, we are efficient and we're getting comfort restored to our customers. So I'm going to load this up and head back to the shop. add this to the list of the benefits and features of the S Series. Look at this. This is one of our many service vans here. This is a Ram 1500. It's the low roof version. And look at this. We got the condenser in there. We got the air handler. And still plenty of space on this side. You can almost fit 2 of the 5-ton condensers, whereas imagine if you're just putting a regular cube style unit, that would be almost impossible to fit anything but that condenser in there, let alone your tools or any parts like that. So it's slim, it's quiet, and it's super efficient. Okay, that's gonna wrap up my Sunday evening here. I got everything staged and ready to go for the crew. First thing in the morning, we got the S Series heat pump R-32 5-ton. Remember, this is the one that's gonna be zoned. And then we also have our R-32 single stage equipment here with the corresponding coil and furnace. That's it. So I got everything staged, ready to go. Can't wait for tomorrow. Another busy day here at Prime. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching so far. And we will see you tomorrow morning. Mr. Isaac, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
How are you? Ready to get the day started?
Yes, sir. Hopefully bringing more energy to this video.
You know, we just restocked our Red Bull, and we got some new energy drinks.
There you go. Maybe some chicken and Red Bull.
Let's go, man. Let's go. It's your first R-32 zoned.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Huh?
we're gonna try and get the most out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna.
How many R-32 systems do you got under your belt now? 4? You're a pro now?
I want to say 3.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, trying my very best, man. Learning from the guys, Juan, Christian. They're teaching me a lot. Learning from you as well. So.
You're doing great, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So I don't know if y'all know this or not, but we have not done a lot of these cube style units. This is a rarity here at Prime. We're usually doing the S Series or we're doing the Samsung Hilux, but this is a cube style unit. This is our standard looking air conditioning systems. And obviously, look how big this is. I mean, this thing eats up half of the install truck right now, and that's why we don't sell these a lot, but it's still a very efficient unit, and that's what the customer wants. Remember, we're always going to do what's best for the customer, and in this case, this is what they wanted.
It's Monday, January 27th, the last week of January, and we have 2 awesome installs going in today. One is a upflow gas. It's a single stage system, so not the Amana S, here in Southlake, Texas, and I just pulled up to the job site right now, and I'll get you some before and after pictures of what that looks like, which we are super excited about. And then I'll head over to North Fort Worth, where we are doing that system that I designed yesterday on a Sunday with zoning, heat pump, and super excited about that one.
We talked to you about this homeowner real quick here at this Fort Worth install. He said he had, been looking into a new HVAC system, and he came across the Amana S Series that really called his attention. So he ended up YouTubing it, trying to get more information about the equipment. And Prime AC and heat were honestly the one he said that educated him the most, and what made him go ahead and give the call. So he gave us an opportunity, and we're here now taking care of him, making sure everything is going to get done properly. So we're so excited. We're happy to hear that, you know, people can watch our videos and get educated based off of that. So keep liking and subscribing, share. We're always happy to help everybody out all over the Metroplex. We'll take care of you with an Amana S Series. Keep liking and subscribing, share. We're always happy to help everybody out all over the Metroplex. We'll take care of you with an Amana S Series. Today, it's gonna be a nice day. We have 2 installs going in, so I'm going to be going back and forth, Fort Worth and South Lake. I'm at the Fort Worth install today, and these guys are working quick but proper as always. So that's what we like, making sure we do everything right. All right, so we are here in Fort Worth, Texas. We are installing the Amana S Series, and we have our guys already leveling, and they went ahead and put the concrete pad just like we do. So redoing all the power. What do you guys think? It's gonna look a lot nicer. You know, this bush is gonna hide it a little bit, but it's okay. Keep it in the shade. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be going back and forth with another install here. So just trying to get a hold of all of this.
All right, so it's around 12:30 in the afternoon, and right now what I am doing is I'm going to go to both of the projects and take a look to see how everything is coming along. The first one that I'm going to head to is the South Lake one. That's the single stage upflow gas complete system that the team is doing. Once I get there, I'll show you guys how the progress is looking, show you that new R-32 single stage equipment, and then we'll hop over to Fort Worth and take a look at the S Series R-32 zone system that the other team is installing. All right, guys, let's take a look at this first one. How are you, sir?
Good.
Now listen, you guys know Christian. He's one of our many installers here. You do a great job, man. Thank you so much. So right now he is finishing the installation on this cube style unit. I know you guys are used to seeing us do the S Series, but guys, we install other stuff and other levels of equipment as well. So this is just another variant. Now this is an A2L refrigerant unit, you know, and you know that from the model number, but check this out. All of these A2L refrigerant units will have a huge tag that lets the installer, the homeowner, anybody know that this does have an R-32 refrigerant built into it. Now the great thing about this unit here, even though it's classified as a single stage equipment, for this 5-ton unit here, one of the great things that Amana Daikin does is, now the 5-ton units, for it to be able to achieve a much higher efficiency, a much higher capacity here, it actually comes with a 2-stage compressor. So the guys already have wired it up here in the 2-stage configuration. And if you can see here, the motor itself, even the outdoor motor here, is a variable speed motor. So these single stage equipment are a great option if you are going to be upgrading your system. Love the classic look of a cube style. It's definitely not the S Series, but it's still a very awesome option. Let's go inside and let's take a look at how the indoor unit is coming along. this quick because I don't want to be too much in the way here of our guys as they're installing this unit. But check this out. This is the A2L furnace. Now, this is the updated version. So it already has the plug. I don't know if you can see it down here. There's a little tiny plug here. Already comes pre-built for the coil. Remember, the coil that sits up here on the top has a refrigerant leak detector system that comes pre-installed from the factory. That wire has to be plugged into this board down here. Now, I know you've seen it probably from our previous video. With the S series, those variable speed furnaces have not made them from the factory yet, so we have to add a thing called a Dragonfly kit. It's a little kit that allows our older model variable speed furnaces to be compatible with the new A2L coils. Now, this is the single stage or variable speed variant, so it's not the ultimate furnace that we install, especially for like the S series or communicating systems. So these were the first ones to come out of the factory, already pre-installed with the board that makes them compatible. But the guys are installing our A-pillar filter, our float switches. We also installed a floor switch with, in addition to our Easy Trap Easy 10-210 that comes on every install here. And we're also running new thermostat wire here. Since this unit is a 2-stage for the compressor, we want to make sure we wire that up correctly. And now we're just working on our soldering, getting everything ready to go. And here is the sensor for that A2L refrigerant. It already comes on that coil, and we just have to put it right through this little hole, route it correctly down to the furnace, and then plug it right in there. So it's coming along really good, guys. This old condenser that we pulled out of here. Now, this is an old carrier unit here. Now, you can tell this capacitor right here, it also has a hard start kit. Looks like the contactor has been replaced at one point. Now, this system here, you know, it's been repaired multiple times over the years, and that is okay, guys. You know, we definitely want to try to extend the life of these units as much as possible. You know, capacitors are probably the #1 fill rate on these AC units. Then after that, we have our contactors. And typically when we start adding hard start kits to these units, we're trying to extend the life of that compressor, help it when it starts up, and buy as much more time for these units to last. Now, obviously, when repairs start to exceed, you know, the life of these units over 10-year-old equipment, when you start to get into that 15-year-old mark and you're really starting to make more repairs, obviously sometimes the best solution is to at least discuss an option for a new system. And the reason why you would like to at least consider replacing your system, it's not just to get a new system, right? You're doing it because it's cost effective. Even though it might be more money than a small repair up front, you're trying to ensure that you have a working AC unit, that it has warranty, and that you're not spending, you know, hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on repair on an older system. So then you're also looking for efficiency, right? You're looking for a system that's going to save you on your electric consumption throughout the whole year, and that helps ensure that, you know, you're not paying your electric company more money than you need to. So those are a couple of reasons why you should consider replacing it. But this one lived a good healthy life, and now the customer's getting a new A2L refrigerant match system that they're going to be able to hopefully last for another 15 or 20 years.
So we are running a heat test right now. You see the flames in there. Nothing like that new gas furnace smell. It's working like a champ. We're still pulling the vacuum, and we'll check the AC here in a little bit. Just got to give it a second or two. But thanks for staying with us this long. Our 32 evaporator coil, our 32 cast furnace. This one does not use the Dragonfly since it is compatible with the coil already.
All right, well, that is looking really good. Christian and the team are doing an amazing job. They got, as you guys saw, they got everything already on the closet. They got everything outside staged. So it's moving along really good. Now we're gonna hop over to the Fort Worth call and let's see how that team is doing. Just made it here to the second one. Let's take a look and see how the guys are doing. Hello. Hello. How are you? It's looking good. Okay, man, so Juan, our lead installer here, is knocking it down. Great job, man. Looks great. So we got the Amana air handler A2L. This is the electric heat strips is going to be our backup, but it is the communicating with the heat pump system. We got this on the hung right that's already in here. The drain pan's installed. We have our nice April air filter. We have an amazing inverter loop. You guys can see that right there. Perfect. That's very critical for any S series system, or really in any inverter style systems. And then we have our zoning system. Now this particular zoning system here, let me flip the camera. This is our EWC 3000. This is the Ultra Talk communicating board, and it's made particularly for the Daikin Amana communicating systems. This is what allows every damper for every zone to modulate. So those dampers are 3 wires. That means that they will open up to the correct amount for every zone. That also helps reduce tons of the static pressure that old zoning systems like the Honeywell boards that used to control that whole system here would do. Imagine this, you have one zone damper that closes off completely, and this is a 5-ton unit. So let's say you're dumping 2,000 CFMs of air. Well, we got to have something to help regulate that static pressure. Otherwise, there's too much pressure inside of the supply plenum here. So having those dampers modulate and open up, pretty much burp the air, purge the air through the system, that helps. And then we have on the very top right here, we have a bypass. Now with these inverter systems, in particular with the Amana S, a bypass really isn't necessary, but we still install them. We always want to have backups to the backups, right? If one of these dampers ever decides to fail, well, we still want to be able to reduce the static pressure, and that's why we install our bypass system to that. Otherwise, everything else is coming along really good. Let's go outside and take a look at how that new R-32 S Series heat pump is looking. Guys are doing a great job here. This is the R-32 variant heat pump from the Amana S Series lineup. Let me flip the camera and show you the internals. All right, guys, so we have Johnny here. He's just working on the final steps here, but everything seems to be wired up correctly already. We have our data wire. Now this still uses the 1 and 2, only 2 wires here for this outdoor unit. This is the inverter board that goes to the unit. We have all of our high voltage wires in our proper connectors, nice and tight. That ensures that we don't have any kind of loose wire or loose connections. Now this is the heat pump here, so it does have the EEV. Let's see if I can get us the reversing valve. It's really hitting in there. Now this system here, the reversing valve allows the unit to go from heating to cooling as well. And just like the other unit that we saw in the South Lake, this has the A2L sticker indicating that this is the R-32. Check it out. So I'm out here next to the 5-ton Amana S Series R-32 heat pump. The guys are just finishing the installation to this unit here, but I wanted to show you how it looks. Now remember, this is the updated S Series system, so all that technology that was on the 410A variant still is inside of this one. That means we have an inverter board right here. This is what pretty much allows that compressor and that DC fan motor to modulate the speed from 20% all the way up to 100%, finding the perfect balance between capacity, humidity, and temperature. And right below me here, we have the true swing compressor. Now this compressor is R-32 or an A2L compressor, so it's made for this particular system here. And since this is also a heat pump, right behind this board here, we have the reversing valve. The reversing valve is what allows this unit to also produce heat in the fall or winter months. But check it out, looks identical. It's just the updated version of the S Series. Love these.
Check this new R-32 heat pump out. Looks awesome. Surge protector, everything. They did such a great job. Looks so nice and clean. All right, so this is the finished product of the air handler heat pump with zoning, with the new zone board. And we did change out the motors and the dampers, everything. All code upgrades on the condensate lines. Looks absolutely amazing. Check out our new filter base with our logo. That is awesome.
This is real world here. We're back out here at the Fort Worth call. Everything was going good, and then we lost data communication here. And that's the one thing about these communicating systems. We just have to find the wire that communicates with the zone board. Now the zone board is a brain of its own, so right now we're just tracing back down the 2 wires that communicate, and we should be hopefully up and running here shortly. This is real world, man.
This is, man.
Did you do the taboo thing and say,
No,
man, we are almost done?
I did it at the South Ticket stall, but they're done. It was a long one today, but we got it done. We secured everything, made sure system is operating up to manufacturer specs, and at the same time we went ahead and took it a step further, and you know, since it is a zoning system, checked all the dampers, all the data wires, and everything's been communicating perfectly fine. So just wanted to show you the finished product here. Look at that. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us everything that, you know, motivates us to continue moving forward. We do these videos for you guys. We hope you guys enjoy them. So like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.